Hello, everybody. How are you all doing? Welcome. It is time for our Monday Live. Let's see, what shall I wear today, lip gloss wise? Ooh, I don't know if that's the right color. That'll clash with what I have on. Let me look. I have kind of a little collection that I've kind of gathered. So I have to tell you guys, you're very special. I put on makeup just for you. I'm not feeling it today. Not gonna lie. It got all gloomy, and of course it gets dark at like 3 o'clock here. I mean, not literally, but it feels like it. But that's not far off. But I do believe, I think I went a little heavy on the dark eye makeup today. Look like a woman of the night. But it's only the afternoon. It's all for you, Whitney.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Yes, you're welcome. So today, I've got some great projects to share with you. I'm very excited about them. I have a few of your requests I was able to fit in. I have a very messy stamp desk. I have had quite the productive day. I've had my husband helping me. One of my assistants was here earlier. Thank you, Becky. You are the best. And then my other assistant is here now. Whitney makes everything better. And we have been busy, 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 and we'll continue to be busy, 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 so we can have a few days off. Oh my gosh. I'm very much looking forward to that because on my Coronication, I really wasn't off. We worked the whole time. So I am looking forward to that. Also, we have a ton of stuff going out in the mail between last week, this week, and next. So, let's see. So my husband has been 3D printing like a crazy man, which is awesome. And I've got a whole bunch of jumbo bow makers going out with our gold treat bags, golden treat bags. They have an assortment of golden goodies in them, so I think they're going to be pretty awesome. If you did not get in on the bow maker special, I'm sure I will offer that special again. I do promise you that I will never sell them though, because I'm not in the business of selling bow makers. I'm in the business of inspiring you with Stampin' Up! Supplies. So just know that. I've had a lot of people ask me that. The other thing that I am excited about are a couple things coming up. I've got my tag buffet stamp camp is going out in the mail today. And then your PDF is, I'm probably not going to happen until tomorrow, but it's happening. If you participated in November's game night, that PDF will go out tonight. And I will send that sometime after probably after I eat dinner after my live tonight. So it will come a little bit later this evening. And I also will include the registration for December's game night because I did figure that out. That's why your PDF didn't come, because I wanted to include both at the same time. Also, and I'll talk about this a little bit more in just a minute, there is an amazing special going on with Stampin' Up! One day only. It is Wednesday. So from midnight to basically midnight, all day Wednesday, there is a Merry and Bright online extravaganza. So I'm going to have a little special in conjunction with that. So I'll talk about that in a minute. It includes a card kit with some sneak peek stuff. Very excited about it. And you will not want to miss out on that. And then I've got some great projects for you today. And I've got a stamp set to give away. It's not tomorrow. Yeah, did I say it was tomorrow? It's the 20. Today's the 23rd, right? No. Okay. It's when from November? When is it? I think it's Tuesday, is it? I don't know. I'm sending an email about it this evening, so I don't know. Dates are real hard. Okay, today's on the 23rd. So Diana, my bow maker special's over, so I will offer it in the future. Um, so in order, so yes, if you want to get a bow maker, you do have to order from me, but that special's not going on right now. It's done. It will come back. Okay, the special is tomorrow. Oh my gosh. Well, that's good to know. The correct information will go out in an email and be posted in all of my places. Okay, here's the deal. Do you want to know what the real deal is? Since I got back from my trip, I can't find my watch. I'm pretty sure it's in my purse, but I haven't actually dug through my purse to dig it out. And even if I had, it will totally be dead because I have an Apple Watch. And I really am struggling with dates because of that. And then right before I went live, someone said, "Isn't today the 24th?" And I was like, or today's, she said something weird about today's date for my live right now. And I was like, oh, well, today is the 23rd. I'm pretty sure about that. And so I don't know, maybe she's in Australia. I don't know. So I'm rugged. I'm like struggling hard. It's also Monday. Like, don't I get some, I don't know. Anyway, are you guys dying yet? It's amazing I can run such a big business. I swear I'm actually pretty good at my job. Anyway.
A lot of other things in the date, so.
Yeah, I do. I keep track of a lot of impressive things. Thank you for giving me a pass. I am kind of a mess, but I don't know. I've got it all figured out. Okay, I'm making you literally LOL. I'm glad. I'm making myself LOL. Mostly like, really? But anyway, I will email out all of the correct dates. Now I'm just like, oh my gosh, is my information correct? I'm like, yeah, shop on my online store, the 24th. I guess that is tomorrow. If my friend Kelly was here and my friend Barb, they would both be laughing their butts off at me. Anywho, so all that information will be going out. I promise. Okay. Also, it is Thanksgiving this week here at the Creativity Cave. No, here in the United States. I have to say that because I have a lot of international viewers. Anyway, so I'm so thankful for Thanksgiving because it has all the things. It has gratitude, which I am full of gratitude these days. It has turkey, and I love me some turkey dinner. I'm going to see my family. It's going to be a very small affair this year because of the Rhone. And also because in Minnesota, apparently you're not allowed to hug or you're not allowed to hug or sing during Thanksgiving. I don't know if I'll be singing, but I can tell you that I will be hugging. Don't care. And that's how I feel about that. Let's see, what else? Oh, also, if you have a problem with me hugging my family, please keep it to yourself, okay? I came home to quite the comments last week, and I just really did not appreciate a couple of them, and so I'm just gonna leave that there. I am being safe. I'm not doing anything wrong, so don't be putting your Rona issues on me. Okay, vent over. But yes, I will hug my family. So there you go. And I am looking forward to Thanksgiving. It is, like I said, it's going to be a small affair. I'm probably not going to sing though. I mean, maybe if we have a little karaoke, I don't know, probably not. But yeah. I don't know. So we're going to Minnesota, and the governor there is a little well, I won't say anything. Let's just say I disagree with him. Also, they set up a hotline to call out people who are cheaters, and I think that is just like so kindergarten. I can't even tell you. Okay. Also, thank you for all the telling me I can hug. So also, I am really looking forward to a couple of days truly off. I can't wait. And also, I'm really hoping that we can get our tree up on Sunday, because that would be good. I want to get in the Christmas spirit. And last year, I think we put it up like in the middle of December. It was not early. So hopefully, let's see, what else was I going to tell you? Oh, I had the weirdest dream, and I just have to tell you guys about it. This was last night, and I woke up like all confused. I dreamt, if you guys are gonna love this, I dreamt this last night that I guess technically I broke into a stranger's house. And I made myself at home with, I think I had like two of my children. I don't know. And I, I just was like in somebody's house. And when they came home, I was like, oh yeah, Deb told you that I was going to stay over. And she told me it was okay. And the lady was like, the mom was like, oh, okay. And then I woke up when the dad showed up in this house. Like this, I was in some family's house, and I'm pretty sure I was with my kids, although they were little. And then I woke up and I was so confused, first of all. Like, what was I doing? I made myself at home in some stranger's house. But I remember like wanting to take decorating tips from the way her house was decorated. I don't know. I probably shouldn't explain my dreams out loud because they sound insane now that I'm saying them. But it was really weird. And I woke up like kind of relieved that that it wasn't happening. So yeah, that was odd. And then I swear there was another story I needed to tell you that was kind of funny. Ugh, I can't remember what it was. So I saw someone say, if you want to be thankful you don't live in the UK, no hugging, no visiting families or elderly relatives, and a 10,000 pound fine. You know what, Steph? In America, that just would not fly. Oh my gosh. Also, kind of reminds me of the book 1984. Did you guys read that ever? My dad made me read it when I was in high school, and I sort of feel like some of that stuff is happening these days around here. But today is all about happiness. So we are going to stamp happy, fabulous things. And I'm really excited about the projects I have for you. I'm also excited about the upcoming stuff that I have going on. Oh, so fun. Anyway, gosh, I wish I could remember what that story was. I think it had to do with my trip. Gosh, what was it? Oh, and it was good too. Well, if I remember, I will pop on and tell you. But did you guys like my live last week from driving home in the Badlands? We were having just such a wonderful little drive through, and it was so fun to see all the beautiful landscape, and then the sun going down. It was so pretty, and then all of the animals frolicking. That was fun too. We were so close to everything. Like I was a little nervous for the people that were outside, because we weren't. We stayed in our car. So anyway, but we did have a wonderful time on our trip with Kelly and Barb, and I'm pretty sure we invited ourselves back in a couple, like 6 months, so that'll be great. Oh yeah, that was so fun though. Oh my gosh. We really did have a wonderful time. It was really nice to laugh till you cried, like multiple times, like every day. I'm pretty sure we laughed till we cried. So anyway, okay, I'm gonna flip my camera around because I've yip-yapped for long enough. And first of all, I've got a stamp set to give away, and I have a hair that's sticking to my lip gloss. There we go. Anyway, let me flip the camera. Okay. Yeah, Kelly and Barb and I have a pretty good time when we're together. So I have a moving along stamp set. I just got this one myself, actually, and I bought a couple extra to give away as gifts. And I think this is so sweet. And someone said they needed a birthday card for a 1-year-old. Well, if it's a little boy, this would be the perfect set. Anyway, so I drew Jennifer Rowan's name. I did not have very many shares from last time, so make sure you share. I would really appreciate it. But we will get this out to you, Jennifer, and I do have your address. So congratulations to you. And then, like I said, I've got a few announcements. So the online extravaganza, apparently that's happening tomorrow. I knew I'd get it right once I looked at my calendar. Also, need to charge my watch. But the Merry and Bright, basically how this works is everything in the catalog is 10% off, except a few things. And it is kind of a few things. There's not too much. But first of all, nothing in the holiday catalog is included. So that's one big exception. It's just annual catalog merchandise. And then the exceptions are things like white cardstock, vanilla cardstock envelopes, that kind of stuff. Let's see, a couple of embellishments, rhinestones, adhesive backed sequins, glue, basically all the most of the adhesive is on here. The Stampin' storage stuff, the Stampin' cut emboss machine, a few punches and dies, but then everything else is indeed 10% off. So it's just about everything. That includes, by the way, sweets and bundles, and they never get to an extra percentage off on them. So that's pretty cool. I'm very excited about this. I will post all of this to my Facebook page, and all this information is going out in my email that I mentioned that will go out yet tonight. And if you spend $75 with me during this time, it's actually, the sale is just tomorrow, but I'll offer this special until the November 30th. You will get a free card kit with some sneak peek stuff in it. So would you like to see what those sneak peek cards are? Because I've got them right here. You'll get a card kit to make all of these cards. All that you need to add is adhesive and sentiment stamps. So are you prepared for this? Because I mean, it's really cute. Oh my gosh. It's pretty awesome, I just have to say. So this is a little preview of some goodies coming out, and you will get all the stuff to make these cards. Aren't they just so happy? Oh. So you'll get a card kit to make 6 cards, including the DSP, and the punches and the layers and all of that. So all of this will be sent to you, and the kits will go out on the, I think, 15th. So yeah, so there we go. I'm really excited about that. And that is, of course, going with the sale tomorrow, but then the card kit will still be available for orders through November 30th. So if you miss the sale tomorrow, that's okay. You can still get that kit. So that's what you'll get. And of course, you'll get photos of the cards so you can put them together. Okay, so I personally am stocking up on like colored paper. I'm stocking up on, I think I'm going to get some stamps and bundles that I don't have. And I want to say Stampin' blends. I don't think they were on this list. I haven't gone through it with a super fine tooth comb, but I'm pretty sure. So Stampin' blends would be a good thing to get. Oh, so nice. And then I've got a couple of classes coming out yet this month. First is our Curvy Celebrations online class. This is going to be a good one. It features both of the stamp sets that are part of the Curvy Celebrations promotion that runs this month and next. So you can see there's 2 stamp sets. We're going to use this one today on a card a little later. But you can get the stamp set, the dies. The Christmas set is only available this month, or this month and next. And then this DSP is only this month and next. So all of this comes in the class along with a couple other things. And that is all happening right now. So this class will go, I say it's available the 30th, but the packets will probably go out the 30th, but the PDFs will probably be on the 1st. I'm not going to lie. Just because things are happening too fast. Also, when you order $50 in my online store, you can get the Forever Greenery All Star tutorial PDF. This includes 12 video tutorials for 12 gorgeous projects. And you can get that through the end of this month, or you can pay for $15 for it. It's up to you. My Gnome for the Holidays class is also coming out. It says the 27th there, but that's not right. It will be out, though, on the 1st as well, or the 30th. And these cards are so stinking cute, it's not even funny. Oh my gosh, they're just adorable. I really like them, so I hope you'll like them too. And then my Tag Buffet stamp camp. The boxes are going out today, and then, like I said, I think the PDF will probably not actually go out till tomorrow. We'll see. I might burn a little midnight oil, but the projects are amazing. In fact, my assistant was helping me pack them up today, and she's like, "Wow, there's a lot in this," and I said, "Yes." Actually, it was really funny. We were putting together the stuff for 5 cards, and she goes, "Is this to make 1 card?" She goes, "Because it's going to be an amazing card." I said, "No, this is for 5. Anyway, that was kind of funny. It made me giggle. My Stampin' game night workshop is going to be on the 8th of December. And like I said, you will be able to get in on that registration starting tonight. Or tomorrow. It'll be posted. Watch for it. If you ordered the November kit, it will come, the link to register will come in your PDF, which is going to go out tonight after dinner. Oh, and here's another thing about my online extravaganza. Oh, and then if you are in my Facebook class, this is going to, our second session for November is going to be tomorrow. Check the Facebook group for the correct times, because I can't tell you, I don't know, but it's tomorrow. And I'll be posting those dimensions a little later tonight. I had to change one of the cards because I realized we'd already done something really similar to it. So I'm changing it up slightly to account for that. So anyway, we've got some really awesome projects. I'm not sure why you guys are saying it's blurry. It might go in and out of focus, but only for a second when I move stuff. But generally speaking, it should be pretty good. All right. So are you guys ready to stamp finally? Oh my gosh. I am. Let me put all my flyers away with my happy cards. So I have to admit, I'm a little sad because with the end of Thanksgiving, it feels like it's the end of fall cards, right? Because then we're full bore into Christmas. And I really just needed to make one more. So I kind of had this in my head for a little while. But okay, who is Hippie Kansas Girl? Because you are cracking me up. She said, "It's not blurry for me, but I have been drinking apple pie moonshine, so it's hard to tell." Oh, you are making me giggle. I'm not sure who that is, but I love it. Okay, so anywho, thank you, Hippie Kansas Girl. I gotta figure out who that is because, man, that was fun. All right, so I'm gonna start with a half a sheet of, oh, Tina, thank you. I'm going to start with a half a sheet of early espresso. I don't even know if I can focus after that. I also cut a piece of the, whatever this paper is called. Is it Tasteful Textile? I'm not sure. Tasteful Textures? You know. Now I'm looking for mine. In Good Taste. Oh my gosh, I never can remember that. So In Good Taste, DSP, and I'm going to adhere this to my card with a little bit of seal, like so. So pretty. Then what I'm going to do is I've got a actually I think I want a 2 1/4 inch circle. I'm going to take a 2 1/4 inch circle, and I want to punch it out of a piece of vellum, and you're going to see why later. But I'm punching a 2 1/4 inch circle out of vellum, and then I'm going to take a pencil and draw a circle around this vellum circle. This is purely for just drawing a circle. We're going to make a wreath of leaves, okay? So that's all that I needed that for. But it's a 2 1/4 inch circle. And then before I went live, I did start by stamping and punching and sponging a bunch of leaves. So I've got them in a few colors. So far I've got Bumblebee and Old Olive. And then I'm going to do some more in Cajun Craze and Cherry Cobbler. But what I wanted to do with these is sponge them. And I didn't want to sponge the whole thing, just part of it. So I'm going to use my daubers here. And I'm just going to add a little, just want a little bit of extra, ooh, and this is kind of disintegrating. And sometimes that happens. So let's see. I needed to replace a few of these. Okay, there, that's much better. So I'm just gonna put some sponging like in the bottom half-ish. This is not, you can see, not very specific. Is the bundle still on back order? Well, the whole suite is because of the well, something is. And maybe it's, I'm not sure, Tracy, I haven't looked today for it. By the way, I'm going to take a label made. I use my label maker to make labels for this and for my daubers. And I do have one in pretty much every color. That's called dedication, people. Just saying, I'm no quitter when it comes to this. So I'm just adding a little bit of sponging at the base of each of these leaves. And you can see this one, yeah, some of these are kind of old, but that's okay. This is something you can continue to order. So we'll just get another, although I shouldn't have thrown that away because it's got the label on it. You don't want to let it goober into your ink pad though, so just be aware of that. In fact, I'm going to scrape it off. I don't want to leave that in my ink pad because ew, if you know what I mean. But ew, David, exactly. You can see that one is kind of really disintegrating. But what we're going to do is take the label off so we don't have to make a new one. And then we will relabel the nice new one. Now, in fairness, I have had some of these daubers since the beginning of sponge daubers, which is a long time. So it was good that we replaced them. Okay, now after all that chit chat, let's punch these out and then we're going to put our wreath together. So what's really great about the punch is it's just so easy to do. I love that. What's happening?
Don't worry, it was a meeting of the minds.
A meeting of the minds.
Employee meeting. You were not invited.
I see.
A little sophomoric humor.
Yeah.
I'm nervous because you're involved. I have to laugh. So my husband was helping this afternoon when my my other assistant was here, and I was setting him up for inappropriate comments, and I thought, oh gosh, I hope my assistant isn't offended by him, because he just said he was sophomoric. I would agree. Oh, okay. So I think there's a whole conversation going on about alcohol during my live today, and no fair, because I'm not getting any.
Drinking at work, it's standard.
I don't believe there's a no drinking policy here.
It's not a policy? Ooh, well, good to know.
Yeah. Just saying.
Your Happy Meal might be spelled wrong then.
Oh, we can have Carl do it. He likes to write Happy Meal in boxes. Anyway, a meeting of the minds and they didn't invite you.
In a staff meeting without the boss.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, so I've got a pile of leaves and I've got a circle on my card. It's time to go. So what I'm going to do, first of all, is I'm going to wiggle my leaves, and then I'm just going to start glue dotting them on and sticking loosely to my circle. I'll kind of tuck things underneath and whatnot. In a perfect world, I suppose I would have done the different leaves in the different colors, but I was just trying to get this show on the road, you know what I mean? But I am going every other leaf is maple and oak. Okay. And then if we need to, we can kind of add some. Okay, this roll of glue dots is killing me because it's got little strings. I need a new roll there. Those ones don't have strings. That makes me happy. Okay. So let's see. I'm going to wiggle my leaves. That's what Eve said. Oh, joy. You always bring a smile to my face. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Therese is a Jack and Coke kind of girl. My. Darlene, everything is in the sale except the holiday catalog. So basically it's the annual catalog minus a few things. So for instance, I will be stocking up on regular cardstock. White and vanilla are not included. Markers are not included, but I believe blends are. I need to look at the list real close since I kind of had the date wrong. Jeez. But it's basically just about everything. Sweets are included, bundles are included. So, oh my goodness. And then the other thing is, if you order $75 or more from me, you'll get a card kit with sneak peek goodies. So it's pretty awesome. Yeah. So by the way, are we liking this wreath? Do we love this? Oh, I love it. Megan is asking, have I tried the blending brushes? Of course I have, Megan. Oh my gosh. Yes. I was messing around with them when I was at Barb's house because I did have my order expedited to her house, of course, because like any good demonstrator would do, right? You expedite your pre-order to your bestie's house, of course. Yeah, they are pretty much the same. The bristles are white on them, which doesn't really mean anything other than that you'll see the color a little bit more vibrantly, I guess. Hey, Whitney, are those blending brushes like right over there in the corner? Throw them at me.
Oh, I'm not gonna throw them.
She's not going to throw them at me.
I don't.
Just because I wouldn't throw them. So here they are. You can see I just used two colors so far. So the only thing I would say about them is that they definitely pick up the color more vibrantly. So for instance, this is my aqua brush, but these bristles start out brown. So I don't know. I mean, I think they're in essence the same thing. So yeah. As far as blending ability and whatnot, I did not notice a big difference. So yeah. I know. I'm sad to see fall leaves leave too. We had quite a windy day a couple weeks back, and all the leaves did fall. that that happened. So the trees have been naked here for a little while, but I just wasn't ready to be done with it. So, Julie, I know I saw your order come in, but don't worry. I'll take good care of you, Julie. You know I always do. Okay. So here we go. We're almost there. I think this is going pretty well. I think I did 6 to 8 of each leaf that I punched, figuring that would probably be enough. And you could certainly add another color. You could do whatever you want with this, but it's really going quite well to just sort of wiggle and tuck. Wiggle and tuck. Those are words to live by, right? But I did like adding a little bit of the sponging to the base of each of these to just kind of add some interest. We always love to add interest to stuff. Let's see, green is next. Love this color. Oh, this is a sweatshirt I just got. I may or may not have clicked on a Facebook ad. I can't tell you. I don't know if that's how it happened, but it did. It for sure was. Yes. Julie, yes, I will send you a bow maker. Okay, so there is my wreath. I just need to make that one a little less sticky out top there. Oh, so much better. Look at how pretty that is. Okay, so this is our wreath. And like I said, if you want, you can add more leaves, more colors, whatever. But I think that looks pretty awesome. And then what I want to do is add my sentiment. And I've got "Have a Beautiful Day." And I was thinking I'd stamp that on a scrap of black cardstock and then heat emboss it with white. Because that's kind of my favorite thing to do. So, well, thanks, Dora. That's so sweet of you. I'm your fan for saying such a nice thing to me today. I appreciate that. All right. So I'm just stamping "Have a Beautiful Day." Now this is from that same stamp set, which is the Beautiful Autumn. I'll flash it here in a second. Okay. So let's heat. Oh, I should just put the lid on here because nothing good will come of that if I don't. Beautiful Autumn is one of my favorite sets. And I think the main reason is because of the punch, or the 3 punches that it comes with in the bundle, which is so nice. I also have a pretty awesome online class with that set or bundle. So if you haven't gotten in on that action, I highly recommend it. Okay, so there we go. There is our sentiment, and let's just take and trim that up real quick on here and then add it to our card. And I think what I'm gonna do is do my little banner ends with my banner punch. This is the Pick a Banner punch, and it works great for smaller banners like this. The green is Old Olive. And Mary, I think you were the one asking me about about the date. Are you in like Australia or are you in the US? And then someone else asked if I store my Versamark upside down. I do. I don't think it really matters. This is my crappy Versamark. It's just that all of the pads are upside down. And sometimes in my drawer, if you pick it up by the lid, then the bottom doesn't. So yeah, I do pick it up. I don't know. I don't think it matters. Versamark isn't nearly as critical because it's thick ink. But yeah, I do store it upside down, but I don't think you have to. Let's see. So anyway, there's my little thing. So I kind of curled this. Okay. So I'm going to put a little adhesive right there, and then I'm going to put some dimensionals under here. You didn't ask, but you're in Minnesota. Okay, I think it was a lady whose name was Mary. That's maybe what made me think of it. Somebody right before I went live said, is it today or is it your Sunday? And I was like, but today is the 23rd. I'm sure of it. I've got some things down, just not all of the things. Okay. Well, generally speaking, we do recommend you store ink pads upside down. It's more our classic inks, and yes, it does keep the ink on the surface. But then what happened was Stampin' Up! Changed the design of the ink pad so that the ink was on the top of the ink pad, so you wouldn't have to flip it. If that makes sense? So right side up would hold the pad upside down. So yeah. Can you order? You can order anything tomorrow. It's just that not everything is part of the sale. So everything is orderable. It's just that some things aren't on sale. So yeah, everything can be. So there we go. And Beth Ann, I did get your email for the blends. So thank you, my dear. Okay, so there is our card. I think we're going to add one more little touch to this. That might be kind of pretty. Would that be too much yellow? Maybe. What about green? I feel like this card needs a bow. So I'm just going to tie. This is the olive ribbon from the Ornate Garden combo pack of ribbon. And I'm just going to add this like so. If I used my bow maker, it'd be better. Somebody wants to see how the yellow looks. Okay, don't worry. I gotcha. Then we can vote. Oh, I know you guys love voting for stuff. They did this during our onstage. We could like vote on what one of the presenters did, and it was kind of fun. Okay. I had to laugh last week. We sent out a lot of mail. Whitney's like, yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot. Also, we discovered that when the, how are we going to choose? Oh my gosh, you guys. So what do you think about this? So here's the yellow bow. Oh. This is Bumblebee. And then this is Old Olive. Oh my gosh, here they come. How am I going to figure this out? Okay, so we have yellow, green. Yellow, 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 green. Green, yellow, green. Yellow, 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 green. Oh, it's even. Green is even, even. Yellow, green, yellow, green. It's even, even. Yellow, yellow. Oh, yellow's ahead. Green, yellow. Oh, yellow, 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 green, green, yellow. You guys are not agreeing on anything here. Oh my gosh. green, yellow, 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 yellow. Oh my gosh, yellow, 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 yellow like a fellow. Green, 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 yellow, yellow. I think yellows have it. Oh my gosh, that was fun though. You guys are cracking me up. Oh, and the yellows are still coming in. You wanted to say red, but not sure I would laugh. Of course I would. That's funny. You should have said purple. That would have been funny. We get one vote, LOL. Yes, one vote. Oh, I think yellow is it. I didn't think it was going to be pretty, but then it was. And oh my gosh, all the things. Well, I guess you guys are just going to have to make this card in both colors. Okay, so I'm going to put the glue dot on here. Now, what if we took it up one more little itsy bitsy notch? You know how I like to do that. So, what if we put some champagne rhinestones on here? Since y'all been talking nonstop about alcohol, I can't drink any but right now, but I can use my champagne rhinestones. That's practically the same thing, right? Okay, maybe not. Whitney's like, yeah, no, it's not.
I have a champagne colored sequin skirt. It's kind of the same thing.
Oh, she threatened to wear that too.
I know, I should have done it today.
Okay, so we're just gonna put some rhinestones in here. Oh! And look at how pretty they are. Rhinestones make everything better, don't you think?
Yes.
They're just so pretty. And I love the champagne rhinestones because, you know, they're kind of like fall rhinestones. What?
Well, I didn't know rhinestones needed a season.
Well, yeah.
Because they did.
Regular rhinestones are like summery.
That's true.
Okay, so there we go. Oh, this one's out too far. It looks weird. I'm just going to push that back into place. Are you just kind of like wanting to see what I'm doing over here?
Yes, and I'm going to steal a stamp set to... Oh, that's pretty.
Isn't it pretty?
Yeah, sparkle, sparkle, sparkle.
What
You
stamp
know.
set do you need?
Just a fun one with a congratulations in it.
A fun one with a congratulations.
I can do it later.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll do it later.
I can't make that decision. Okay, so anyway, there we go. Yes, okay. Charlie Awesome. If you want to play game night, you probably should be at game night. You can, if your name doesn't match your, like what you registered with, that's okay. Just tell me who you are when you're playing. So like Snowy Mom on here, she doesn't use her real name for YouTube. That's okay. Don't worry. We can figure it out. Yeah. Okay. Awesome. There you go. So that's our first card. Aren't you glad we made one more fall card? Just had to do it. Don't worry. We're doing some Christmas cards today too. It's all right. Okay, so our next card was a guest request, and I wanted something really simple but pretty. And so I pulled out the festive corners. That was one of the requests that someone had. And I made a really, if you're one of my Creativity Cave VIPs, we made a really cool card at Halloween time with this and then the, whatever this thing is, spider. It was super awesome and the spooky. But I thought it might be kind of fun to do a Christmas card with this stamp set that was really simple. So what we're going to use is a little bit of some DSP. Now, this is from the, I think it's called 'Tis the Season DSP. I have to say I was a little slow to warm to this paper, but now I love it. I've been using so much. You can see my pack is really thinned out quite a bit. It's a really great pack of DSP. So I'm going to take this stamp, and this says the most wonderful time of the year, I think, or it's the most wonderful time of the year, something like that. Most wonderful time of the year. And I'm going to stamp this right here, kind of in the center, in shaded spruce ink on some shaded spruce cardstock. Okay. And there we go. Most wonderful time of the year. So cute. And by the way, that is my favorite Christmas song. Is it Johnny Mathis version? I think. Oh, so good. Then I'm going to take and make this a package by just putting some ribbon on here. So, woo, things are flying. So this is the red ribbon that is in the annual catalog. I like this stuff a little better. I think it's kind of red with a crossover to cherry cobbler, to be honest, because it's a pretty deep red. And what's really cool is you can see this piece of printed paper is kind of a red background. It helps though when you pick up the glue dot. The background is kind of red, and then the printing is kind of cherry cobbler, so you sort of get both on here, so that's pretty cool. Linda's asking, what are the times for the sale? So it's going to start like tonight, overnight, at midnight Mountain Time. Now, don't do what I've done in the past and wait up till midnight Central Time and then wonder why it's not working. It's Mountain Time. That's we sometimes call it Stampin' Up time. I've done that before where I've stayed up till midnight. I'm all excited. And then I realized that I need to wait another hour. So that's happened to me before. Okay, so there's our little package. Now I'm going to adhere this to my card. Like so. And I'm kind of putting a bunch of adhesive on here just because I put the ribbon on here nice and tight. And so I'm trying to make sure that my package will go on nice and tight onto my card. Okay, so that looks pretty good. Although I was going to pop that up. Oh well, too late. And then I'm going to add a little bow. Okay. Ooh, it's 2 hours for you. Such a bummer. It is definitely good if you are a night owl, but it goes for the full 24 hours. So it will end tomorrow night at 11:50 p.m. So you'll get an extra hour if you're like in Central, or an extra 2 hours if you're in Eastern time. But it's all Stampin' Up time, so just be aware of that. Okay, so there's my package. So cute. And then I'm going to fold my card. My card base is, what color is this? Just jade. And again, this is based on the DSP. These colors are kind of fun from that. And yeah, I did a practice round before we started. So there we go. A really, really simple card, but it's so pretty, isn't it? Just very simple. So I kind of like that one. Really, really pretty cute. I might just stamp it over my corner just a little bit further over. Okay, so next up, so this card, I have 2 cards today that were inspired by other people's cards. And this next one is one of them. This was made by Lauren, I think Lauren McMillan. She participated in the card swap that I did during my Stampapalooza event. And it was so pretty, this card, that I really wanted to create it for you. I'm going to change it up slightly, but I really liked her card a lot. All right, so she started with a Whisper White card base, so I used thick white for that. And then I've got a 4 by 5 1/4 inch piece of Whisper White cardstock. I also, ahead of time, die cut the snow bank. This is, we actually have several dies that will do this. And let's see. There's one in the Winter Woods set of dies. I didn't actually use that one, but I think I used the one from Trimming the Town. But there's a snow blank die in like 3 different stamp sets right now. So anyway, yeah. So I'm going to use this. Oh, Catherine, she's in your downline. Oh, that's cool. So then what I wanted to do is stamp some trees. Now, well, actually, well, yeah, I want to stamp my trees first. I'm going to stamp them in basic gray ink. She stamped hers in black, but I wanted mine to be a little softer. And so I'm going to stamp mine in basic gray. Okay. So there we go. Now what I want them to do is so that the tree trunks go under my snowbank. So that's just to kind of help me position the right spot for my trees. Okay. Marlene is asking, she needs cardstock, but she doesn't know what to get. I would say, well, Tracy gave you a great suggestion. She thinks the multi-packs. I would say also, if you have ink, get cardstock to match the ink that you have. So that is a good idea. By the way, I think I've got that stamped well. I do. So that's a good route to go. Okay, and then do you see that? Now what I'm going to do is set this aside for a second, and then I'm going to take my snowbank and I'm going to do a couple things. I want to stamp my sentiment, and the sentiment says, thinking of you this season, which is just nice. Okay, I like that too because, you know, that kind of can go for whatever season or whatever holiday you celebrate. So if not everybody celebrates Christmas, not everybody celebrates Hanukkah. So this could go for whatever season or whatever holiday, I guess, you celebrate during the holidays. Okay, so there's that. That looks good. Now what I want to do is I got to bring in some protective paper. And I want to spritz this with my Frost White Spritzer. Now, if you've never made a spritzer before, I have a video and I'll post the link to it after we're done of how to make this. But it's just rubbing alcohol, 70% with some shimmer paint. And I'm just going to spritz that. I spritzed it real good. Like there's a lot of spritz on here. But the rubbing alcohol is really nice because it will dry faster than if it were water. So I like that. And also I think I need to clear the nozzle out on this a little. Well, it maybe just had kind of a coating on there. It probably looks better now. Anyway, so I spritzed that on there. We're going to let that dry for a minute, and then let's come back to our card and work on our card. I also want to do a little sponging on here. Now remember way back we did that punch out of vellum, and I told you we were going to do something with this, and I wanted you to understand why I did vellum. The reason is because, first of all, vellum is a little bit thicker and not quite so porous because it's almost plasticky. And so I wanted to do some blending on here. So I'm going to use some Pool Party ink. You could do lots of different colors on here. Another color, she used Pool Party on hers, and I really like that. Another color that would be really good is Seaside Spray. So it's just kind of up to you what works. And I'm going to do this. Now these are the new Stampin' Up! Blending brushes. Okay, and so here we go. Ooh, don't do that. So what I want is a little darker at the bottom and a little brighter or lighter at the top. So I'll get just a little bit more ink. There we go. Okay, are you ready for the big reveal? What? So this is kind of a spotlighting technique, and it's kind of like a big, it could either be a moon rising or just a spotlight on these beautiful trees, but either way, love it. So pretty. Now let's take this piece back. Oh, actually, we're going to do one more thing first. We're going to emboss this with the subtle embossing folder. So hold on one second while I do that. So I'm just going to put this in my subtle embossing folder and run it through. Dun, dun, dun. So pretty. Okay, so let's take and put our snowbank layer back on here. What? So pretty. So the spritzing is only on this bottom part, which I think is kind of fun. And just to change things up a little bit. So I thought about popping it up, but I think I'm going to pop the whole big panel instead. I'm just going to put an obscene amount of adhesive on here because, you know, it's consumable. It's fine. Okay. Oh, so pretty. So pretty. And then you know, I don't even know that we need any ribbon on here. I think I'm just going to leave it like that. We'll pop this up on our card, and then I will show you the original. So one of the things I love doing when I participate in swaps is to, I like to change, so CASE, C-A-S-E, stands for copy and selectively edit, or copy and share everything, depending on what you think. So I kind of like the selectively edit. So I like to case, but make my projects my own by changing them up a little bit. Then I'll show you what Lauren did on hers. So there's my version. Isn't that gorgeous? I love it so much. So here's Lauren's version, very, very similar. She added the ribbon right here, and then she punched out the sentiment. So that's really pretty. And she used black instead of gray. I liked the slightly subtler look of gray, but whatever. So yeah, what is on that? This is the subtle embossing folder, and it's just like little textury lines. It's nothing but a little bit of texture. So it's one of my favorite because it goes with everything. Okay, so yeah, there you go. So that was our third card. Our next card, oh, okay, here's another good example of this. So on my team, we have creative challenges and business challenges that go on, and throughout the month. And today I posted a new one that was kind of an extra challenge, and it was based on a card layout that they could create a card and post it, and then they get entered into a drawing for a bundle. And I like to do that with my team quite a bit. Well, the card got posted, I don't know, like maybe at noon or so today. Well, one of my team members already shared a project, and I loved it so much. I was like, hey, can I case this for my live? And I'll be honest, I'm going to do it pretty much as she shared it. So I'll show you what it is, and then tell you about it. And the person who shared this was Paula Wolf on my team. She's an amazing stamper. And she used the Christmas is Gleaming, and somebody actually had asked for this, the Brightly Gleaming Christmas is Gleaming. So here we go. I'm going to take the stamps out of here quick, and we're going to use the punch. So I've got a scrap here. I'm going to start with, no, that's not going to fit on there. I'm going to start with some Pretty Peacock. I'm also going to use Old Olive as well as Night of Navy. So those are my 3 colors. They coordinate with this DSP quite well. So I'm going to stamp my Night of Navy one first, and I'm going to use this ornament, smaller one. And then I'm going to do the big one in Pretty Peacock. Oh, she inks up nice. Love it. And then I got to clean my ornament, and then I'm going to stamp it with my Old Olive really quick. Oh, and I know I pulled a stamp cleaner out before I started because I knew I was going to need it, but could I tell you where I put it? No. Here we go. It was under my blend-in brushes. Okay, so we'll ink this up with Old Olive. I have not pulled this stamp set out for quite a while, so I was kind of excited that somebody had requested it. And actually, Becky and I were talking about this today, Becky, my assistant. And so here, I don't know if you're watching, Becky, but here you go. Okay, so I'm just going to punch each of these. So this stamp set has the punch pack that coordinates. So there's 2 ornament punches in the punch pack, which I love. Coordinating punches are so easy, especially if you're doing cards in bulk. And yeah. Okay, so I've got a 2 3/4 by, I think, 4 piece, inch piece of Very Vanilla. All this, by the way, is on Very Vanilla. And we're going to pop these up like so onto our card. And I'm going to start with my middle one. I don't know. I think that'll be easier. And actually, I'm only popping up the middle one because these won't fit otherwise. And I've got one on one side and then the other on the other side. I know you're thinking to yourself, really, Duna? And the answer is yes. Okay, now I'm also going to now this is really handy. I have this T-square. I got this like in the drafting section of an office supply store near here. And I'm going to draw in the little lines for the ornaments to hang from. And I just think that T-square works like a dream. To make sure you're not putting them down crooked, you know what I mean? Like gravity is challenging your ornaments to do weird things, yeah. Ours are going to be straight. Okay, so there we go. Oh, so wonderful. And then, of course, that all depends on that the top edge of your cardstock is straight. So then I'm going to take and, well, you can get it tomorrow and get a discount on it. It'll be great. I'm going to take some linen thread. And tie little bows to add to this. And whenever I do a linen thread bow, I'm gonna take and roll up my glue dot. These little glue dots have like little squiggles on the end of them. I'm not even gonna tell you what they look like, but they do. It's so wildly inappropriate. Okay, so there's one. So cute. And then here's another one. Gosh, I wish I could remember what that story was that I needed to tell you. Because I was like holding it for the occasion of my live. Which is funny. So now I'm going to do a little smaller bow for the 2 smaller ornaments. Because they're kind of behind. Like so. Okay. Do you know I'm going to remember as soon as we're done. Of course, that's a given. Of course. Oh, folding laundry. Yeah. You know, what's funny about laundry, Catherine? While I was gone, the laundry fairies did not visit my house. Like, I don't know why. But all the laundry I had to do in order to go on my trip so I would have clothes to wear that were clean, they did not come visit me while I was gone. But I did fold a bunch of laundry yesterday morning. Okay, so there we go. Isn't that just so cute? I'm going to I needed to stamp one more thing really quick, and that was the sentiment. And where did that get to? I know I pulled it out, but oh, here it is. I was going to say, I don't think I put it in the block. Hey, before you get crazy putting postage on, let's verify they don't have...
All right, I will.
Okay. Oh, have I mentioned how I love that the U.S. Postal Service jacked up prices for just people who get a discount on postage, for being volume customers during the holidays this year? That was lovely. Just get your best customers with the worst rates. Good job, Post Office. Makes me crazy. I say this because my postal bill is like, I don't know, probably easily a couple $1,000 a month. It ain't pretty. Okay, so I'm going to double pop this up on one side and single pop it up on the other. Look at, we're using up sheets of dimensionals. You know that always makes me happy. Okay, so Merry Christmas. Oh, there we go. And then we'll put that on a layer. Oh, so pretty. Okay, next, I'm going to have my card base be Pretty Peacock. And then I've got a 4 by 5 1/4 inch piece of Very Vanilla. And I do love these colors with vanilla. You could do them with white too, but they sure are pretty. Okay, now here's the clincher to this card. I've got a 3 3/4 inch square piece of DSP, and I'm going to cut it point to point on the diagonal, like so. And then we're going to just separate these two out like that. Do you see what we did there? Kind of cool. So we'll just adhere these pieces down and just leave a little bit of border of vanilla on here, like so. Oh. And then this is going to go right in the middle. Isn't that pretty? So thank you to Miss Paula, who graciously allowed me to take her amazing creation and share it with you today. So pretty. Someone said you're shocked at my postal bill. You had no idea. Yeah, we ship a lot of stuff. I do a lot of online classes. I send lots of gifts to my team, prizes.
Do you want to know the exact amount?
Game night. Yeah, what is the exact amount?
Oh, for November or for October?
Either one.
November so far is $2,400.
So far, November's $2,400, and I might add we have stuff to ship tonight and next week. And the month is not over. I'm just painting a little clear Wink Estella because I think we can all agree that everything is better sparkly.
Yes.
So there we go. Shimma, shimma. All right, so there's our fourth card. So pretty. This set is called Bright, let's see. Christmas Gleaming, and then the DSP is called Brightly Gleaming. So there's coordinating stuff, and then you can get the coordinating punch pack to go with this. Will I be offering a special with my new stamp set soon? Yes, you can't buy it till January, but yes, I will be. It will be in January, so yeah. So yes, thank you, Paula. Amazing. All right, now we've got one more card to make today. And this is a really pretty card. It kind of reminds me of that card we did with the trees just a little bit ago. And because I have some more of this embossing, the subtle embossing folder. Here we go. Can you see that? Oh, yeah. So what I did is I am starting by, I took the two medium-sized circles from the Stitched Circles dies, or stitch-shaped dies, and I die cut them. So I've got that one, which we're going to toss aside. And then because I die cut them together, I got a frame. Aww. So yeah, so pretty cool. And then, like I said, I've got this layer that's been embossed with the subtle embossing folder, and then my card base is Whisper White. I've really been, I don't know if you guys have noticed this, I do love a good, nice, clean white card. You know, colors of cardstock are so nice for adding vibrancy, but there's something about just having a simple card with a little bit of white on it that just makes me happy, so I like that too. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere this to my card base. Like that. And then we're going to use the Curvy Versus, or Quite Curvy, pardon me, Quite Curvy stamp set. Okay, so for this, I want to take and stamp two things. I want, and there's dies that cut this out. So I'm going to take one of the birds. There's 3 to choose from. So I'm going to take one bird, and then I've got this kind of floral branchy thing. And then there's several sentiments in here. I'm going to do hello. So we'll just do that. And this is one of the, I've got an online class for this. So awesome. Really like it. Okay, so I'm going to set this stuff aside for just a moment, and we're going to do a little bit of stamping. Now I'm going to stamp this in some, let's see. Oh, I can stamp them in black, or I could stamp them, maybe I'll stamp them in gray. That might be kind of pretty. Okay, I kind of got a gray thing going on today, so I think I'm going to do that. Now I'm going to stamp these on a scrap of Whisper White, which I had out here a second ago. But here's another. And then we're going to color these in with blends. Okay, so I'll stamp that in basic gray and this in basic gray. And then we're going to color these in with blends. If you use black ink, you need to use Memento with blends, but if you don't use black ink, you can use any color of ink, if that makes sense. You just don't want to use StazOn ink, because that will smear with the blends, because StazOn is an alcohol-based ink, and so are Stampin' blends. They're alcohol-based. Okay, so I want to grab 2 colors of blends. I'm going to use my Crumb Cake and my Seaside Spray. which I'm grabbing. And that's balmy blue. They look so similar. There we go. And actually, since I ended up stamping that in gray, I think I'm going to use Smoky Slate instead. All right, so what I'm going to do is color this in. And I'll do a little bit of the darker color and then I'll blend it out on these flowers. And I think I might pull in a little bit of green on here. I wasn't going to, but now I think I might. It's all because I switched my color. That looks pretty good. And then we'll do our bird. I'll do his tail feather in the dark, and then we'll blend it with the light. Can I use the blender pen? You mean the color lifter or an actual blender pen? Those are two different things. The blender pen does not work with Stampin' Blends, but the color lifter does. Paula, does Stampin' Up! Ever do a Black Friday deal? Yes, that's what is tomorrow. But instead of doing it Black Friday, they're doing it tomorrow. And a big reason why that is so demonstrators don't have to work on Black Friday, which I really appreciate because I would rather be with my family, you know. And it's called the Merry and Bright Special, and I will talk about it again here in just a minute. Okay, and then I'm going to take okay. Then I'm going to take and do, ooh, that is not the color I thought it was. Ah, well, I'm kind of committed now. I've got Mossy Meadow. That's all right. So I'm doing the dark just a teeny bit because it's darker than I thought it was going to be. Okay. And, oh, that is the light. Goodness. Well, I'm going to use light Old Olive to blend this Mossy Meadow out, because otherwise that was light. Goodness, that would have been so dark. We don't want it that dark. Oh, but this is pretty. I just have to say, so pretty. One of the things I love about blends is they're so vibrant, but they can be very soft like this is. And this is just a really pretty card, or it's going to be. Okay, so there we go. Now, last but not least, I'm going to add just a little bit of Smoky Slate to my bird. And I think I might just blend that out with the color lifter. So, somebody had asked about a blender, and I'm not sure if that's what they meant. But that is this. Whitney just told me that November, so far in November, and again, the month is not over and we're shipping tonight and tomorrow, we've shipped 394 packages already. How's that for you? Yeah, we ship a lot.
Not our highest for the year.
And not our highest, that's true. Okay, so look at how pretty that is. Oh my gosh. You want to see what a blender pen works with? Okay, they work with watercolor pencils or with your ink pads. I'll show you in just a second. Okay, so here we go. Let's see. Now, I like to think we do a pretty good job. I've got my two dies, so I'm going to die cut both of these pieces real quick. Give me just a sec. And I think I'm going to post-it these. Yeah, so that's why I am kind of dumbfounded as to why the Postal Service is taking somebody like me who ships a ton of stuff, and they're basically taking the discount away through the holidays. Like, that kind of makes me sort of a little postal, shall we say. It's very frustrating. Like, I don't treat my best customers that way. I give them better deals, give them access to extras. You know, why do they got to do that? It makes me crazy. Okay, so I'm gonna run these through. What you looking for?
Adhesive kit bags.
Oh, they're all right there. All the stuff is right there. You're welcome. Okay, so here we go. Oh, so pretty. Oh, and thank you to all of you who've thumbs upped me. If you haven't yet, gosh, I would appreciate it. That helps with the YouTube gods. Okay, so now what we're going to do is take this piece, I'm going to flip it over, and the first thing I want to do is I'm going to, sorry, I'm reading your comments. The first thing I'm going to do is pop up this circle. Now, if I would have been thinking just a teeny bit more ahead, I could have die cut the circle with our embossing, or not our embossing sheets, our adhesive sheets, our foam adhesive sheets. Goodness, I can't even talk, but I didn't. So we're just going to do it like this. But I'm going to pop this up on my card right about there. So cute. Thank you, Nina. Then I'm going to kind of give this a little curl. Yeah, but I again just have to say, why are you pissing off your best customers? Just saying. But unfortunately, there just simply is not another option. Okay, so I've got my little piece right there. I popped up. And then I'm going to pop up my bird. Like so. Kind of sitting right on top. And then I'm going to stamp my hello in some Seaside spray. Now, if I was really thinking things through, I probably would have stamped this before I embossed it. But I think the subtle pattern is not too bad. I will be able to stamp that just fine. Okay, but you know, what about FedEx? Well, you know, FedEx would be great if you guys wanted to spend more money on shipping than classes. The problem with FedEx and UPS is they are much more expensive for shipping. Ooh, I think I'm going to use some of this. This is from the Flowers for Every Season combo pack, I believe. I know, you know, Catherine, I've been busier than I've ever been, but I don't know. It's crazy. Oh, perfect touch. Just add that little bow right here to embellish. You could, maybe we could even add a couple little pearls. I feel like this is a pearly kind of situation, don't you? Oh, so pretty. Okay. And then some pearls. You should see the mess on my desk. I don't care. It's so awesome to make such pretty cards today. There we go. So there is our card. Oh, so pretty. Kind of springy, huh? Unlike right now. So I'm going to close my ink pad and I'm going to bring out all my projects. So we have this gorgeous, quite curvy card. Don't forget online class coming out next week. Don't forget to get in on that action. Then I've got the Merry Christmas, Christmas gleaming card. So pretty. Then I cased this card and made it into this card featuring, this is the, I think it's called Winter, when is this card? Stamp set called? Winter Woods, yep. Winter Woods. Then we had a Festive Corners quick and easy card. And finally, we had a Have a Beautiful Day fall leafy wreathy card. Leafy wreathy. And then I just want to go over, a few of you are asking about the Stampin' Up! Sale, so I'll go through that again. So first off, I'll be back next week on Monday, so don't you worry. Your sweet little faces, I will be back. I know I took 2 weeks off because of my trip, but we planned so much awesome stuff for that. So if you are in my Facebook class, or if you would like to get in on it, tomorrow we will be having our second live class for November. So get in on that. The online extravaganza, the Merry and Bright online extravaganza, starts tomorrow or tonight, late, if you stay up late. It's mountain time, so be aware of that. It is going from midnight, basically midnight to night mountain time, until tomorrow at 11:50 p.m. If you spend $75 with me, you'll get a card kit to make these cards. Oh, so pretty. This is a preview of things coming out in January, so that's kind of fun. Anyway, the 24-hour sale is 10% off almost everything in the annual catalog. Nothing in the holiday catalog. So 10% off almost everything in the annual catalog, including suites and bundles. There's one exception to the suite. I can't remember which one it is. It's on this list, and I will be emailing this out as well as posting it on my page. There was one suite, and I can't remember which one it was. But anyway, but everything else is on sale except these things. So no markers, no white or vanilla cardstock or products, like 12 by 12 note cards and envelopes, that kind of stuff. No Stampin' storage, no machine, no tuxedo black memento, uninked Stampin' spots, white ink pad, Versamark, none of that stuff, but everything else. Now that means you can still order it. It's just not on the sale. And then, thank you, Mary, Playing with Patterns. I knew it was one bundle or suite. But they never give a discount on the whole suite price ever. So that's pretty awesome. So lots and lots of good stuff on this deal. Also, if you did my November game night from last week, this is going to, the PDF is going to go out after dinner for me tonight, and it will also include the link to register for December. That next time is going to be the second Tuesday, which is December 8th, so it's coming up quick. And then my tag buffet, if you are registered for this, the PDF is supposed to go out today. We're shipping the boxes tonight, but the PDF is actually going to go out probably more like tomorrow. So sorry about that. But we've been busy doing all the things, I'm telling you. And then next week, I've got the Gnome for the holidays, and the Curvy Celebrations online classes will go out, and I'll put links to all of that stuff in the description of this video. Sorry, I just realized I didn't do that before I went live. So I'll get all those links in here as soon as I say goodbye to you. If you have any questions about all of this good stuff, you holler my way. I'm happy to answer them. Thank you guys so much for being a part of the Creativity Cave. Oh, and if you ordered a bow maker, we're going to start sending those out tomorrow, and then the rest of them will go out next week. So to get a bow maker, you just had to spend $100 in my online store from the 1st to the 22nd. If you didn't get in on that bow maker deal, don't worry, I will offer it again in the future. So just hold tight. But yeah, wishing you all a very, very happy Thanksgiving. Have a wonderful time with your family, and whatever you're doing, just enjoy and be safe. And we'll see you back here next week. Bye, guys.